Hello everyone, welcome to this very session of our insole making as we continue from where we stopped earlier. I remain your aspiring footwear professor, Peter Shalom Gebe. If not subscribed to this channel, please make sure you click on the subscription button and also click on the notification button as we keep you updated with our exclusive and wonderful videos on how to make shoes. In this segment, we'll be coupling our insole from beginning to the end and see how we can start our lacing process. What you need to do first is to get your shank and make sure it conforms to the shape of the bottom part of the lace. The essence of doing that is to have the shank take the shape properly, and the insole will also have a very good shape as it conforms to the last bottom. If it's not conforming, it will make lacing difficult for you, and the wearer will not be comfortable wearing the shoe as it has a definite kind of shape that it takes. Like this very lace here is a heel lace. It has a heel of at least 1.5 inch high, so you have to conform the shank to take that shape. If the shank is just straight without taking the shape of the lace, you will not be able to use it or make your shoe or last your shoe rather. So it has to be forced to conform to the shape of the bottom part of the lace. Is very necessary in whichever kind of shoe you're making, be it a high heel, be it loafers, any kind of shoe you're making, so long you are using a shank on it. Especially when shoes have heels, it's very advisable to use a shank except otherwise. So let's continue with our work. This is our cut components which we cut in our previous session. We're going to apply adhesive now, both on the shank and on the backer board. The black is the backer board and the white is the fiber board, which we'll be using for our shank. So we'll apply adhesive and let our shank conform to the shape of the insole. Apply your adhesive on both parts of the shank, both the upper part and the bottom part of the shank. You have to know the bottom part of the shank, where it's protruding, that has a contour, is the bottom part of the shank, while the one at the top is the other part. So what you do, apply adhesive on your backer board, apply adhesive on the shank, then apply adhesive on the white one, that is the insole also, where you now use your shank, place it on the bottom to take the contour as well as the back part also before attaching them. Note that the kind of adhesive we're using here is the contact adhesive, which is the neoprene adhesive. The neoprene adhesive is the use of air dry or sun dry. Just allow it to dry before you attach, but not allowing to over dry. Okay, there are times where when you allow them to over dry, you have to reactivate them with heat also in order to use them. They are all good adhesive. We have two different kind of adhesive that we use in shoemaking, or peradventure there are more other adhesive though, but the two most common adhesive used in this various part of the country is the neoprene and polyurethane. That's what they normally call chemical gum. That's the polyurethane, the white one, which is which you use heat to attach them together, while the normal air dry is a neoprene adhesive that we use, which is this very one I'm using currently for this project. So it just needs to be air dry. So after applying adhesive, check the length, okay, of your shank. Remember I said you have an allowance of at least 1.5 inches or centimeters, sorry, 1.5 centimeter or 2 centimeter away from the back part. That is how you place your shank in order to have very good and comfortable placement of your shank. So also it is when you are stretching the shank, you note those key positions. So now attach your back part to the insole and the shank all together. You can see it's being buried at the bottom. I love using this process because I feel it's more secure for my wearer. Mostly whenever I last the shoe before or just cover it and have one good finish at a time. But there are times whereby you only use the insole, you last it before placing your backer board. Is all also okay. There are times where you also just use the insole, you attach your shank, then you use components, that's the cork, to cover your shank. There are different methods, so just any method that you are comfortable with is a method you use. So now it's just to hammer and make sure it is having a very good bonding together with the adhesive. Right about now, this is just how far we can go with our insole. Just testing, trying to see how comfortable. You can see everything is taking the shape of the last, which means everything is perfectly done. The next thing is to rub the edges and make sure it's smooth by either skive it first. Because of the contour, you don't need contour when lasting your shoe. Skive where there is any protrusion, then rub the edges of the insole to make it smooth and uniform. That is how far we can go with this very segment. It does not take a longer process to make your insole. Your insole is very simple. If you're not subscribed to this channel, make sure you subscribe to this channel. And if you want to have an exclusive class session with us, you can leave a message for us, as we can put you through on the criteria needed in order for you to have our exclusive class section. We run special program trainings for individuals who are willing to learn the art of shoemaking with our self-taught videos that will help you in achieving your dream. I remain your aspiring footwear professor, Peter Shalom Gebe. Make sure you invite someone to be on this channel to learn more about shoemaking in details. Just for the sake of shoemaking by hand, I decided to use the roughing abrasive. That's a hand roughing abrasive. You can use your roughing machine, which is very faster for you to do all of this activity by roughing it, and just dress the edges. That's the essence. It's just to dress the edges and make sure it's smooth enough. I trust you've gotten value from our video. Leave your comment in the comment section if you have any question. Those who are in the paid class can also meet in the group where we have our detailed discussion. See you in our next segment.